got my papers? I can't spend the rest of my life here. I got a business to run.
Here you go. Your, well, the papers you asked for.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. I'd never be back in my workshop if it hadn't been for you. You saved my life, you know?
Surely you'll return the favor. I went for a non-violent approach. At least with them. They decided to leave the place on their own.
Yeah, well, they didn't look real happy. They even threatened me. But at least they left. Guess I should think about getting some kind of weapon. I gotta be able to protect myself.
Might be a good idea, you know? The scumbags around here may not be hard to impress, but if you don't show a few teeth, you'll sleep outside again and they'll just walk all over you.
Ah, you got that right. I'll go equip myself.
What's the deal with this place? How'd it become the hangout for all the addicts in Shadowlair?
Not all of them, really. But if I told you this part of the city used to be really happy and lively, well, that'd be a happy and lively pile of crap. I've been living here for 40 years now, and it's only ever been a slum. The slum, like everyone calls it, even if none of the other parts of town are all that great either. Anyway, it still found a way to go downhill. People weren't real happy, that's for sure, but they at least didn't go getting all violent like that. They got sold a dream, and they were let down.
And, who sold it to them?
Oh, lots of folks. Same ones that promised everybody water, a place in the shade, or even just a job to make life easier. You know. The same one who promised them a future if they joined the army and told everybody one day we'll all go back to Earth. And of course there's those that try to get you to believe everything will be better as soon as you stick a needle in your arm. But those guys are smart. Half the time, what they say is true. One of them hangs out here, apparently. Don't ask me where, but the slum's his turf. And seeing as the army doesn't come around that often, pretty much all the junkies are here.
I thought you couldn't stand those addicts.
Sometimes I get carried away, say things I shouldn't. But you got my workshop back from me, and that's all I needed. I got nothing against those kids, to be honest. You can't really say they ever had it easy. Back in the day, we weren't exactly well off, but at least we had hope.
I gotta admit, I don't really see why you stick around this dump.
We moved here nearly 40 years ago, my wife and I. Wasn't the lap of luxury, but we couldn't really afford anything else. And there were things to do around here at the time. She was an artist, you know? I just ran the store. Compared to what she could do with her hands, the technomancers were nothing. She was a real magician. She's not here anymore. But I can't leave our workshop. We built it together. I'd have liked to know the place was going to survive both of us. If we'd had a kid, that would have been what we wanted more than anything. Well, almost anything.
I see. Since you've been living here, you must have heard about Charity, I guess.
Of course. Great woman. I don't even want to think what things would be like around here without her.
I suppose so.
It's not what you think. She's got good company, that's for sure, but that's not all she does, you know?
Really?
May seem like an old-fashioned idea, but she's a good person. She helps people. And has enough influence so things run pretty much smoothly, even though the militia disappeared. It's sure not the Source or its soldiers who are gonna do that for us. Hooker or not, it's people like her that we need, not them. Maybe Wisdom and his guard dog should try selling their bodies to see what it's like. They could do with a change of perspective. I mean, don't go repeating that, of course. You tend to relax a bit when the cat's not around.
No problem. I can't even think of how to fit it into a conversation. Later.
Roy, looks like you're back in the neighborhood.
Always a pleasure.
Of course. What do you want?
I got your friend away from that guy. She should be back soon, if she isn't already.
So I heard, yes. Thank you, Roy. Here, take these clothes. You'll blend in a bit better.
And the Resistance?
I have a few leads, but nothing solid. Come back and see me soon. I should be able to help you.
Hi. Wanna see my...
Show me what you got.
What can I get you?
I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
Later. Hey,
Hi.
can I see what you got in stock? The access looks blocked for the moment.
Hello again. Thank you for taking care of the dealer and for giving the kids a chance.
I hope they're smart enough to take it. Your son's doing better? Must be tough, quitting cold turkey like that.
It is tough, but there are no half measures with these substances. It'll take a good week before he's gone through all the phases. I give him pain relievers, and that way I keep him near me, too, until this is over.
And his father?
I'd rather not talk about that. I told Chance he was dead, and I hope he is.
I see. Good luck. Do you know the craftsman whose workshop your son set up in?
Mr. Frugality? Of course, he was living here before I was even born. He's hardly a master of his trade, but he's a good man. I cared for his wife when I was starting. I'll never forget.
What'd she have?
She never managed to give birth. I helped the doctor with various treatments. But when it turned out that she was showing symptoms of mutation, the son of a bitch decided that her sterility was a sign that she simply shouldn't have children. He denounced her so she would be put in a reserve with the other mutants. But she preferred to take her own life. Mr. Frugality was the one who found her, hanging in the workshop. A letter for him at her feet. The poor man. I don't know how he can stay there.
I think it must be harder for him to leave it. I'm going.
It's my hero. What can I do for you? I'm a lot better since that bastard stopped hitting me. But you know, let's just say I got my share of problems.
What kind of problems?
Girls disappearing. Some even turn up dead. Nobody gives a shit. You know, we're just hookers. And I'm kind of scared.
I see. I'll look into it. Later.
Roy, honey, you're gonna be so proud of good old Charity. I found the Resistance, or at least a way to get in touch with them. They have an informer in a bar in the North neighborhood, a guy who organizes arena fights. You'll probably have to earn his respect before he trusts you. He seems kind of twisted, but you're a big boy, right? Good enough for you?
Yeah, you really are the queen of the city. Huh. Seeing as this kind of contact can go south any second, I think we better hurry.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Miss Charity, thanks for your help.
Call me Charity like everyone, kid. And don't worry, I'm glad I could help.
I need money. Got anything I can do?
Bah. I always have some kind of trouble, you know how it goes. And seeing you look pretty tough, you can maybe help me out a bit. I could use your persuasive skills to solve a small litigation, or more like two. First, I'd really like to get payment from a customer who's been annoyingly slow to honor his debts.
Your girls give credit? Seriously?
These are hard times, handsome. Some of them make compromises. I just make sure they don't get fucked any more than they should. Which leads us to our second guy, or should I say pig, who keeps harassing my girls, asking for free tricks while shaking his pathetic, ugly, and poorly kept junk. That one, you reason with him, you hang him by the balls, or even make sausage meat out of him, I could care less, but I just don't ever want to see him around again.
I'll see what I can do.
Hi.
I got a few questions. Any trouble selling under the table? The authorities aren't making too many problems for you, are they?
If they got me, they'd really get me. Things have changed since the end of the war. It's gotten real difficult. But seeing how I don't know how to do anything else, and of course it jacked up the prices. Hi.
I got a few You heard anything about the Resistance?
Yeah, of course, but they keep pretty much to themselves. To be honest, I don't know if I should kiss those guys or kick them. They do a hell of a lot of damage. They're even called terrorists most of the time. And sometimes it's true that with the government we got now, it makes you feel like cheering them on.
Hi, what can I do for you?
What's the deal with this place? How'd it become the hangout for all the addicts in Shat?
Not all of them, really. But if I told you this, I've been living... Anyway, it's still...
And, who?
Oh, lots of folk. The same one who... And of course, there's one of them and seeing...
I thought you couldn't stand those addicts.
I got nothing.
Since you...
Of course.
I suppose so.
It's not what you...
Really?
May seem like an old-fashioned idea. It's sure... Maybe... I mean...
No problem. Later. Right. Humility, I presume.
So, what do you want? One of Charity's watchdogs, huh? Get lost, fucker. I ain't moving.
Not too smart, are we? See the glove? You feel like fucking with a pissed-off technomancer? I'm sure that would be a shocking experience, and, I trust you like shocking, right?
Technomancer. Oh, wait a minute, man. I'm sure we can, okay. I might be a little annoying sometimes with Charity's girls, but,
But you'll stop fucking around and change neighborhoods. Was that what you wanted to say?
well, no, yeah, I mean, yes. That's what I wanted to say. I'll leave these girls alone, and you won't see me around Charity's bar ever again.
Wise decision. One that actually saves your life. You better keep your word, though. You don't want me to hear about you again.
No, it won't happen. I'll leave the neighborhood, I promise.
right?
Do I know you?
I'm just the guy they sent to break your knees until you paid your debts.
What? There must be some mistake. I don't have any debt. Who are you?
The girls from Charity's bar would seem to disagree on that.
Ah, the hookers. And what proof do they have now? Let it be a lesson to them. When you're stupid enough to give credit in their line of business, you get fucked. Twice.
Fine by me. I'll just search your body after I beat the shit out of you. I'm used to that.
Yeah? You and what army? Come on, guys, we'll cool him down.
Right. What am I gonna do with you? This time, I'm only taking the serum that's in your pockets. If you don't want me to drain what's in your veins as well, you better get the fuck out of here.
It's my hero.
Later.
Roy, looks like you're back in the neighborhood.
Always a pleasure.
Of course. What do you want?
I took care of that bad payer of yours.
Good. Could you get all the serum he owed us?
Hope so. I took all he had, squeezed him to the last drop.
I see. And that's even more than what he actually owed us. Roy, honey, you're definitely my hero. Here, take this as a reward for your effort.
That pervert won't be trouble any longer.
Now that's a relief. Thank you, honey. That sure deserves a small reward. Here, have this.
I took care of those 2 parasites who were making your life difficult. Got another gig for me?
Well, you proved I could trust you with the money from that default guy. I know of quite a few who would have tried to fuck me on that one. I need someone reliable to assist one of my security guards and convey our earnings to my banker.
Hold on. You trust a banker and you put me to the test? All right, now I'm shocked.
Don't be jealous, sweetheart. Of course I trust you. But it's a dangerous mission, you know? Our transporters are regularly ambushed by a bunch of organized bandits. They don't stop at anything.
Neither do I. You can count on me. And which security guard are we talking about here?
Honesty. He'll be waiting for you. Just go see him when you're ready to leave.
Roy, I guess. I'm Honesty.
So it's just the two of us.
We've been running out of volunteers since last time. One of us got killed. Anyway, the more we are, the more we draw attention. And Charity seems to think you're worth 10 men.
I hope I don't disappoint her. Sounds like it's not going to be a walk in the park.
Well, that's a whole lot of money we're transporting. I'll go and keep watch at the entrance of Tierville. Just find me when you're ready.
How long have you been leading that kind of expedition?
3 years, but I've been working with Charity for 7 years now.
And you never felt like running off with the takings? Honesty?
The old joke about virtue names, huh? Just so you know, there actually are virtuous people among Aurora.
Of course, but you could have had other virtues than the ones you're named after, like pragmatism, unpredictability, or...
These aren't virtues.
Well, I don't agree. Still, it sure is refreshing to travel with someone like you. No need to wait any longer.
Very well, I'll go now. Don't be too long to join me. I'll be exposed out there waiting for you. All right, for the route, you have to follow my indications. No way I'll let you try another path, okay? We don't want to end up in the marketplace. So, are you ready?
I'll lead the way. Just guide me.
I follow you. Stay on your guard, though. I think I already spotted one bandit while waiting for you.